The best of money matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dared to disrupt the status quo and find a gap in the market to find the right business. I'm Nadia Ko. Workflows can be messy, ideas and decisions get scattered across emails, chat threads, and multiple documents, making it hard for teams to stay aligned. What's worse, as soon as a meeting ends, valuable insights disappear and knowledge that could help future projects often get lost. Illumi has found a way to make workflows more organized, more visual, and more connected. So instead of just completing tasks, it helps teams build living knowledge through shared context that everyone can see, reference, and build together, turning scattered work into something that truly scales. And to share more about what they're doing is Chang LingYi, co-founder of Illumi, and Andrey Leskov, co-founder and CEO of Illumi. Hi both, welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, everybody.
Good afternoon. So, LingYi, let's start with you. Both of you came from impressive backgrounds in AI and tech. So, what led you to create Illumi?
You know what, when I started doing AI, which was almost like 8 years ago, it wasn't so impressive at all. I actually started at a time when AI was considered very low revenue, very long selling cycle, very high risk, and it's hard to prove the value. And I was almost the first hire in Microsoft Asia leading this AI initiative. And I was always joking, maybe because it's so less important. So I got a chance, because as a female and also quite young in the team. But then it gives me an idea that, hey, nowadays, AI, everybody understand that it is more for business. It's for like mimicking what human behaviors are. And it is fundamentally very different from any other IT system implementation. And to be honest, so many years past doing AI in big companies, I feel that I should really go myself, democratize it instead of just staying in big corporates. Because in big corporates, I talk to enterprises who expect Microsoft AWS to do magic. But AI is not. AI is really about hands-on trying because everybody uses it differently and everybody will find benefit differently. So that's how I step out and trying to find an answer and now building Illumi.
And Andrea, what about yourself? How did you find yourself as a co-founder and CEO of Illumi?
Oh, this story started a long time ago. All of my life, in my past life, I was leading a big distributed remote teams, like more than 100 people from 20 countries, mostly engineers in different departments. I was a CTO. And the end results were never about the tech. It always was about collaboration, how people understand each other, especially between business and technology departments. And when AI came, it boosted individual productivity, but it dragged everybody from this alignment even more. So I was out looking for some new tools, some new solution to bring people back together, because AI needs team context, not just individual context.
So it's sounding like Illumi wasn't born as just another AI chat tool. You've built something that feels more like a team infrastructure rather than just a productivity hack. So Andrey, back on you again. What specific gap did you notice in how teams were using AI that made you think we have to do this differently?
Well, it was about how we use AI tools. The AI tooling is very powerful, but it gives you additional efforts and additional productivity on an individual level. It's not gathering all the context from the team level, because it requires a lot of data to produce good results.
Right. So you've described Illumi as a workspace that helps teams build shared context, knowledge, prompts, workflows that don't just vanish when the laptop closes. So LingYi, could you walk us through how that works? For example, if a team is brainstorming or building a proposal, how does Illumi change the experience compared to traditional tools?
Can I actually ask you the question that how do you potentially use AI at this point?
So for my workspace, we always use AI. We have a tool called Gemini.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to fact check work, something that peers might not be able to do at the same time, right? So Gemini is a very good AI tool. And how does Illumi work?
The reason why I'm asking is because everybody now is experimenting. Just like you. You are using Gemini, you're using ChatGPT, but people actually haven't been able to kind of set up a very good way to really streamline the workflow. The reason being, ChatGPT is a chat, so you have to copy-paste constantly. I believe when you're using Gemini to do this research, you also need to copy from somewhere, putting in Gemini, and then copy out, right? So this is like a very obvious benefit that we want to change, because when you have one thing or several things that gathered from your different team members, to put them together, you need to copy-paste almost 5 times if you have 5 members.
Of course.
Yeah. So in a very, very, very easy way to say is we are a whiteboard that you can put your different team members' ideas, and you can even share it almost like a document in a canvas type of places, and then connect them together and feed them, select exactly which ones will come into AI, and then you get a result. And the result will be much better than personal chat because it is already a team context-aware content. So there's many, many ways to think about it, because once you can reuse part of the knowledge block, you can reuse the prompt. When you are doing similar researches all the time, you just change the context, or you can change the context, or you can change the prompts when you talk to the same context, almost like a visual notebook LM type that illumi is bringing.
All right. Sounds interesting. But Andrey, there are already plenty of collaboration or workflow platforms out there. You know, we have our Teams, we have our Google. What makes illumi different? What's a feature or capability that you offer that others simply don't?
Well, I want to ask you first, what is other collaboration tool? Because collaboration space is so big. Notion, collaboration. ClickUp, collaboration, yes. Slack. Yes, everything collaboration.
Miro is also.
Miro, yes. If you look into the nature of collaboration, there are 4 big areas, 4 basic steps. The first, you need to brainstorm and plan what to do. Then you need to align or make decisions, how to. Third, we need to execute and cooperate to build on top of each other. And fourth, after results are done, we need to capture the knowledge. We need to manage the knowledge. And you will be surprised after basic investigation of the market that for each of the stages, there are different tools. And when AI came into and you have it only on one stage, it doesn't have the context from anybody else from the other stages, so it becomes the 5th. And it creates collaboration in AI era very messy, which we experience ourselves. So illumi is a place where all of these 5 components live together. So it's the same space where you can brainstorm, ideate, co-create, and manage your knowledge with AI as a helper and not as a distraction.
Right. So I'm reading here that your enterprise clients were eager to pay even before the official launch of illumi. So LingYi, what did they see in illumi that convinced them to jump in so quickly?
I will make a joke here, maybe a bit of FOMO. But okay, I just want to follow what Andrey just said, right? Because people are already paying Notion, paying Miro, paying ChatGPT even, and paying all this Slack. You know, this is our basic collaboration tools that we must have it in any context. And not just for us, we already can replace ChatGPT and Miro, and we are planning to definitely develop more to be able to bring them all together. And this is best time for a bargain, right? So some of our early users are already interested, especially when they realize that our initial idea will be only charging like one tool price, but giving you all, right? So, but for us, it is a way because it is like what we are bringing is so new, so futuristic a bit in terms of how we're trying to change. So clients who align with our vision sees the potential that they also want us to grow. So I would highly appreciate their, cooperation and partnership, but I guess that's what attracts them.
That's amazing. So we all know that AI is evolving with new models, new tools every few months. So Andrey, how do you see illumi evolving in that landscape? Is your mission more about keeping up with the latest tech or about reshaping the way teams themselves work with AI?
It's definitely about reshaping the way we work with AI. I would say both of us believe that the models and the tools that are updated, the unique point anymore, they're the commodity. All the LLMs updated so many times.
But they are like the stranger, right?
Yeah, they're like the stranger.
They are like a professional stranger.
Correct. So what we think is AI started as technology and people receive it as a magic. But in reality, it is a professional stranger. And talking to it is a new skill that everybody should adopt to be competitive in new era. And people find this skill surprisingly challenging.
Of course.
To command somebody. Everybody who we talk to, they are surprised how efficient AI can be used. So in order for teams to achieve this, the best usage of this professional stranger, we believe that they should create this team context to give him all the instructions that possible. And if they want to achieve this goal, they first must understand each other and align with each other to create this context.
Right. And LingYi, finally, what's next for illumi? Is there anything on the horizon that you're particularly excited about?
Well, there's still very early days for illumi. We built probably only 20% of what we've envisioned. So we definitely want to enhance our products and also talk to way more users, and anybody interested, you can sign up, right? Anything particularly exciting? To be honest, for a person who has been AI for so many years, I think the most exciting part would be more people willing to learn, because the biggest challenge for AI is people think this is still so technical, so heavy. But this is really the time for democratization, that everybody actually can use it, because there's almost no technical difficulties for chats, right? We can start with chats for sure. But for me, the more people embracing it will be the most excitement for me, I guess, because I was trying to make everybody understand AI in my past life. Yeah.
All right. And Andrey, what about you? What are you excited about for illumi in the future?
Well, I believe that illumi can be a new default workspace for people, the one that I have been missing. You will be surprised how hard it is to collaborate now with AI-powered users. Even for two of us, when we met, we tried to create something together, and there were no existing tools for people who want to use AI and co-create.
All right. We'll be sure to be on the lookout for what illumi has to offer for us in the future. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been speaking to Chang LingYi, co-founder of illumi, and Andrey Leskov, co-founder and CEO of illumi. This has been The Right Business with me, Nadia Ko.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.